àdìsẹ́tẹ́ adájọ́ ń parọ́ torí owó, àdìsẹ́tẹ́ òṣèlú ń parọ́ nítorí ipò, àdìsẹ́tẹ́ èdò gbówó ńtẹ́, àdìsẹ́tẹ́ ìyà ń jẹ aráàlú,
ìyà ń jẹ aráàlú ó ń pẹ́ àdìsẹ́tẹ́. You go enter street o. Afa they tell you say ogun ló máa pa gbogbo ẹ̀yin tẹ́ bá. If you see anything under this video, people are suffer fa. Omo, it's true. People are suffer. People are actually suffering, and it's right. People are suffer. Everybody is suffer. Offer till learning. You see that my guy? Look at him. You get small data tonight. That's good. You are here. Welcome to the temple. Before you leave, person we talk say he want what do they call it? He want take my tears, drink Gary. The guy they beg for money to buy Gary now. My tears, my tears. You know, my tears is here for everybody to drink Gary with it. But the problem now is that a lot of them can no longer afford Gary. So if you want to drink tears, it's salty. You know, say tears get salt, kind of salty. Oh yeah, I told you, put your cups or bucket in front of that your device. Yeah, put it in front of your TV. It go soon full. You go take and drink Gary, cook rice, cook everything. Somebody said, obedient, they have gone back to their place of work. Okay? Like, they know they are not expecting anything from these criminals. They did their best. Majority of them have now returned back to their jobs, okay, and their lives, trying to get on. Now, the people we talk say, they go make Ujuyima bo, una go get bruised face. Kolu is going to be your president for 8 years. Now, them can't they scream most now. In the other part of the place, so some people know they disturb Tifnubu anymore. Now God that they drag with time. Oh, this video is very funny, right? So people will be say Nigerians, they are the type that sort of love to fight for God, by the way, or we love to fight for God. We can tell you what God could do to you because of what you are doing secretly. God just told me now that you. Una go soon see waiting you they look for, because God they tell me say you go soon see waiting you they look for. I don't know waiting you they look for. Or you go even see waiting you know they look for self. Just be careful in a way. Nigerians are those that have made themselves special advisor to Almighty God. Okay? And some of them are actually, right, the logistic managers for Hellfire. Some are also working as what do you call them? They are working in the ministry of heaven. So they are staff of the ministry of heaven. So they know if you're going to go to heaven. My dear brother, you are going to hell. Because they know. Unfortunately, they spend so much of their time in fighting for that God. I was talking to somebody, I don't know, I think it was yesterday or today, okay? And it was, I remember now. It was myself and Agbeke, because of this video I'm about to play you now. She was like, but that's not normal. I was like, what do you mean it's not normal? You better be careful. When you listen to Nigerians making demand from God, fear go catch you. Heavenly Father, I am going to turn 35 next year. I have not bought a car. Lord, I have not built a house. Father, Lord, what am I doing with my life? 2024, you must answer me. I need a car. Lord, I need a car. Lord, I need a house. Lord, I need a job. Father, Lord, I need a son. Father, Lord, I need a wife. 2024, I shall not be single in Jesus. I need a husband. Those are demand. And she was like, really? I was like, oh, Lord, because they born you for Scotland, we say no be the time whether they fight war anymore. So you won't understand. There are people they pray, say, Father Lord. When they reach, when they come out, when they come down from the public transportation, right? Before they approach their house, they will be telling God, Father Lord, as I'm going to house tonight, dear Lord, let there be light. Father Lord, I pray that, God, I pray that when I get home, the NEPA would have brought light. Heavenly Father, I pray there will be water. Father Lord, I pray that somebody would have washed that toilet. It is so natural to us. Yeah. She was like, really? I was like, oh, Benny, wait, may I play you the video? You will go understand. Say, that is why majority of the prayer point of many Nigerians, when they are no longer in Nigeria, some of them don't even know how to pray anymore. What do you want to pray for? Father, Lord, I pray that my Oga should promote me. Why? Why are you praying for Oga to promote you? Father, Lord, I pray that there should be electricity. You demand in be or may I play you that video? May I not keep you waiting too much?
Yes, this is what we pass through almost every night. This is supposed to be a neighbor, just like the next building, and people in this our own building, we don't sleep. That is it. Nigeria is ranked as the second most prayerful nation. This is what is prayerful. Screaming and disturbing your neighbors. This is what we see. Look at the time. It's past 10, chasing 11. People want to rest. But look at that. That's it. The next building. But people in this building can't sleep because not everybody is a heavy sleeper. You know, some people are just light sleepers. So with this, you can't sleep. Nigeria is second most prayerful nation. And this is it. You can see. Yes. So the person praying over there does not even consider the neighbors. How about the neighbors, those in the next building? So they shouldn't sleep. Yes, Nigeria, second most prayerful nation in the world. Well done. Of course, if it's in the Western world, this man will surely be arrested. If not for anything, for disturbing public peace, disturbing the neighbors. That's just it. It sounds simple, but that's it. But here in Nigeria, yeah, it's spiritual, so you don't talk. Otherwise, you'll be seen as Antichrist. Well done, Nigeria. That's the building. You can see everywhere is dark.
Now everybody, they mad. So I told Agbeke, I said, you see, as that man, they pray, an average Nigerian is conditioned, okay, to believe that you no understand the type of battle that man is fighting spiritually. An average Nigerian believe that man get serious spiritual battle, and he needs to pray hard to break the yoke. That some of them believe that they have generational curses on them that will make them either never to be successful in life, never to be successful in marriages or relationship. Some of them believe that they have been cursed, okay, never to do anything good. And once the pastor says, now that curse they worry you, but you go need to really pray hard though. So you go come be like person, God damn it, man. Imagine fighting the spirit they told you is disturbing you, but you don't see the spirit. But you just have to know, when you pray hard, you go know when the yoke is broken. And people believe that. So I told Agbeka, I said, even till year 2100, educated people will say, now because say you there abroad, you talk like this, my ego. Let us leave that one alone, Jare. generational curses deo, my yegun. Forget all these things while you are talking because you are abroad. That's why you are talking like this. People have told me that many times. And I'm not here to convince you. I don't know which kind of condition they don't condition your brain. But I just want you to kind of open them up for a while. You may be healed and you may become normal enough that you will never be the victim of your own fear. Do you understand? To the point that some of them, they will tell them to kill their children in order to break the curse, break the yoke. All of these things in the Western world, their mental health problem. You go to psychiatric hospital, they go to check you. You don't understand? So I told that Wike, I said, if you say this, if that guy goes out and say you are disturbing us, they will automatically believe that the devil that they are fighting has left their house and entered that guy. That guy is against God. He has evil spirit in him. That is why he can't sleep when somebody is praying, because he's evil. I said Nigerians, majority of them are conditioned to believe that. And there's nothing, absolute nothing that you can say that will make them change their mind. Look at the darkness everywhere. If you are living in darkness, you are bound to live all your life in hallucination. If you don't know this, I have practicalized it on Mayegun's Diary Politico before. Close your eyes, deeper. Now, as you're watching me right now, I'm serious. I'm serious. Close your eyes deeper. Look away from the light. Close it. So close them like that. Hold that closeness of that your eyes. Just listen to my voice. Don't open your eyes. Hold them together for straight 30 seconds. Don't open the eyes. Then open your eyes. But before you do open that eyes, that longer you hold that your closed eyes, you begin to see the void where everything is just dark. Maybe with a bit of a light of light going through that dark in that shade of that your closed eyes, right? That, if you close your eyes like that, imagine you being locked up in a complete confinement where everything is dark, pitch black, okay? And if you stay longer, you will begin to see images. Yes, that darkness will begin to form images. Before you, if you stay longer, you see those dark images that are becoming, they'll become real. They will have face. Whatever you can project them to be. If you want them to be monsters, in that darkness, they will look like monsters with shiny eyes. This is exactly the life of Nigerians, living in darkness 24/7. Ladies and gentlemen, you are going to be full of hallucination. You don't need to believe me. Ask your brothers and sisters who left Nigeria with you. I mean, are you not asking them now that, Kingsley, are you still praying? I hope you remember all of your prayers, Kingsley gets a job shifty. If Kingsley managed to come back from work, he will be too tired to get some rest and get himself ready for his next day shift. When Kingsley was in Nigeria, he was working, of course. But even though he was working, he was still struggling. Because somehow, it will never be enough in an economy that is already sabotaged by the criminals. Now, Kingsley has to pray so that the little he's making in Nigeria is not completely taken away from him. He's afraid of losing his job. He's afraid of losing his income. He's afraid of so many things. He's afraid of going back to the lifestyle he was. So he kept praying. Pray, enemies everywhere. You know, when you are in Nigeria, the moment you begin to make some little money, people will remind you that enemies everywhere. Yeah, you say you begin to believe there are enemies everywhere. They want me to begin to work again. They want me to sell my car. They want me to be sick. They already put all of those things in your head. But the moment you leave Nigeria, it could come be like, say, you enter light. All the thoughts about the darkness, about somebody doing this to you, or somebody, they will begin to disappear. You become somebody who is now worrying less and less. Your worries are now about your job, your aspiration, and whatever you want to do with your life after leaving that darkness. You dey go house. They go out inside darkness. You come out of the bus. As you're about to cross the road, you see one big, massive pot. Now what? Now sacrifice. Who can put sacrifice for this place for 10 o'clock in the evening, for goodness sake? Eh? Person go wake up in the morning. Now sacrifice, you go see at the, what do you call it? Orita Meta. You dey come back, now can do. Now where people we don't bath on the road. Which life be this? Then you are in a place where you don't have to worry about them, but concentrate more on what you want to do with your life. And suddenly, you are no longer praying so much. Kingsley, are you no longer, I can see that you're no longer praying like before. How do you know? You are still in Nigeria praying for the same thing you have been praying for. They have been praying for before them born you. Better road, good hospital, good school, jobs, electricity. Before them born you. A lot of you are in your 30s right now watching me. 30s, late 20s right now, okay? And you are still there in Nigeria. You are praying for the thing your parents were praying for before they born you. Kingsley left Nigeria 10 years ago. He was praying like you. Today, you are still praying for good road, for good hospital, for good schools, for electricity, for good jobs, for safety, security, for good leaders, not corrupt people. You are still praying for that 10 years after Kingsley left you. Now you're asking Kingsley, are you still praying, my brother? You know you need to be very prayerful. This world is war. We came to fight war in this world. Baba, you are war. Spiritual war, shit and jao. I've discovered that a long time ago. That about just spiritual war. Ti war about physical. Any other thing there na innuendo. To ba show off when come to me physically. But if you still believe that you have to go somewhere and call my name, I call you today. Wherever you are, oh yeah, your spirit, your spirit, oh yeah, you know what I mean? I call your spirit today, yeah, come here. One more, I want to teach you. Baba, you are joking, no? You are deceiving yourself. You understand? You are deceiving yourself. You will need to come physical. If you really want to care, if you really want to touch my ego, you will have to make it physical. And don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. I am from Ijebu. Our no man begilere. Our man build orisha lati leni. Do you understand? We build deities. We build orisha. We call it orisha. We will build it. We will mold it. The one that we have to mold, we will mold. The one we have to carve, we will carve. We will do the what is called the shele. You see this orisha? Now your own be that to Mayegun. Give it name. Oh yeah, give it name. Eshu Mayegun. Eshu Mayegun. So Eshu Mayegun, Reo. Everywhere they are coming after Mayegun. They are coming after you, Eshu Mayegun. Anybody that is coming to coming after Mayegun's children, Eshu Mayegun, now you then they fight. Anyone that is looking for Mayegun's death, when they try to kill him, let that same death kill hundreds in the household, because now you, Eshu Mayegun, now you they want kill. Anybody that is looking for the downfall of Mayegun, Omobadero, you, Eshu Mayegun, it is you they are fighting. That day, they will say, Mayegun, what do you want to be given as a sacrifice to your own deity? And I will say, well, if my Orisha is active enough to defend me and I can feel it, I will start with a goat every year. If he serves me well, I will change it to a cow. We dey do am for Ijebu, so no come here, come they tell me, say, Mayegun Ogunwa or church pe fun any. Most of if na that Ogun, whatever it is, to wa jogun to wa ja niyen, face it. But you know something? When it is not physical, on ton ara any. That's why nobody should condition you to believe that there's something after you. I know, I'm not trying to convince you today. I will give you time. And if you are still watching me from Nigeria, everything that I'm saying right now is just, you're not even forget, because you the UK. Of course, it is because I'm in the UK. But must you be in the UK before you can actually liberate your minds and yourselves, right? Fighting for God and living your own fight for God to come and fight for you. That doesn't seem smart to me. It seems stupid. Yeah, stupid. And you may not like it, but it is true. You are champion to fight this for God, powerful things that can actually destroy all of us. But yet, when it is time for you to fight for yourself, you say, we leave it for God. My will leave it for God. God will judge them, Mayegun. God is not judging them. Oh. The person that escaped from prison in Bayelsa, you remember that guy that escaped from prison in Bayelsa, then came out to say, well, you cannot lock me up in prison when I am fighting for my people. Do you know what the guy did? He's the deputy governorship candidate of APC Egbekegbe in Bayelsa State. They have election next month or so. Now, the guy escaped from prison. You know what he did? The guy put on a military camouflage, then got few other people, and he now attacked an oil installation in Bayelsa. He was arrested. They disarmed him, arrested him. They now charged him to court. Court now said he should be remanded in prison. Baba, he break out of prison. You know. He broke out of prison. They said, that's illegal. How can you break out of prison? They say, why would they keep me in prison when I'm fighting for my people? Okay. So what next? I'm going to be the deputy governor of Bayelsa State. Away. Now prison break person won't be deputy governor. He no deny him. The guy don't give moral booster to those who are going to make him deputy governor by next month. Well, if they actually make him a deputy governor, because when APC, if they succeed in rigging their own counterpart PDP, right, in Bayelsa, now this guy could be deputy governor. Person will break out of prison. Iluye, Niger. Whoa, Otiton. Now the guy is telling them, listen, all these people, if they do anyhow, opposition, if they do anyhow on that election day, chase all of them until you chase them into ocean. If they go die inside ocean, they won't be the first person to die inside ocean. Person will break, prisoner, will break from prison, we won't be deputy governor. You don't give motivation to those who won't be deputy governor over. Listen to this.
Our honest, let's be prepared. On the 11th, don't joke with anybody. If anybody misbehave for 2 plus, just have enter the sea, making die. Another year, just are making die. After all, not be the other person will be the first person to die. So let's prepare and let's show them that this time around, what will take it? We are taking it for final, no court movement. No court, no our honest. Let's be prepared.
It is smoke Igbo. It is taking them.
She country le ya be sun no. Okay. I kind of have more, but I'm going to wrap it up. Wrap it up, baby. Wrap it up, man, because this is going to be our first broadcast when the time changed. Okay. So if you are always joining me from Nigeria or anywhere, okay, hang on. Let's do it this way. Now, Mayegun's Diary Politico, okay, is going to be 1 hour ahead if you are not in the UK. Right now, if you are joining me from any part of the world and you are using Nigeria time, 8 p.m. used to be 8 p.m. UK, 8 p.m. Niger. That has changed, okay? Niger is now 1 hour ahead of us. So what that simply means is that when it is 8 p.m. in the UK, it is actually 9 p.m. in Niger. Now, what you need to do is this. Just add 1 hour to the time you normally join to watch Mayegun every night. Just add 1 hour to it. Okay? And that simply means sometimes we may not take calls because by the time we spend the first 2 hours of the broadcast, to those who are watching from outside the UK, especially from Nigeria, it would have been midnight. By the time we finish by the time we finish our 3 hours, it would have become midnight in Nigeria. But apart from that, I will give you this first night as us getting ready and getting used to it. So thanks to those who actually stood by and were here all along, okay? So it simply means 8 p.m. UK time, 9 p.m. Niger time. Change your time, just as I've just announced, okay? Because according to Kolu, for some reason, they said, Bajabia Mule, Bajabia Moron, the chief of staff to Tifnumbu, is a coded multi-billionaire. It's not from all of the other loot he's made money from. These are the fresh business they opened for him. To get an appointment from Tifnumbu, you will need to part with some money up to $1 billion, $1 billion naira for Bajabia Mule to give you an appointment. There has been some mishmash, wish-wash appointment that has created some scandals in the last few months too, okay? And because of this, they say some people are already pushing. Make Tifnumbu send them away. So Kolu had to remind everybody present at the AFEC meeting today, after getting approval for 2 trillion naira, 2 trillion naira, supplementary budget. Tifnumbu want to spend 2 trillion naira between now and December. November, December, 2 trillion. He never talk with him one user for. He's already gotten nearly 7 trillion naira in 5 months, by the way, okay? But the remaining 2 months, he wants 2 trillion. The FEC has approved it. He's going to approach the National Assembly. National Assembly is going to approve it as a loan. Then Kolu can go out and borrow more money for whatever he wanted to use that for, okay? And the naira and dollar, naira don't hands down. He's no longer fighting back. He don't cooperate. He don't go up again. Unfortunately, he's falling again. However, at that same FEC meeting, Kolu had to reassure Bajabia Mole, your job is secured. Don't worry yourself, or people are saying you are doing well. People are asking, but why was it saying that? Is it because some people don't tell us, say, Bajabia Mole na tifo, and Kolu is like, una never see anything. Person will never even scratch the surface of what we go do now. So, Baja, don't worry yourself. Your job is safe. Straight from Pablo Escobar's Kolu.
About what is happening. I've told everyone in this country that I can make mistakes, and I'm bound to hear them out and correct them. Perfection is that of God Almighty. I have absolute confidence on the integrity of my chief of staff. All the issues, all campaign of calumny and insinuations should stop. The buck stopped here. If there is
Everyone loves to propose. Yes. So yeah, Idris, thanks for that. Okay. So a lot of you will need to make some adjustments now. Okay. If you are watching me from outside the UK, that's the best way I can describe what just happened to some of you. If I begin to go to daylight saving -1, minus this, we'll not go understand ourselves. The layman way to understand how to never miss Mayegun's diary political in due time is this. What is the time now? 10:30 p.m. in the UK. Do you understand? That's 10:30 p.m. in the UK. In Nigeria, it is 11:30 p.m. Or as Idris put it, 23:30 hours. 11:30 p.m. So when next you want to join Mayegun, you should know, if you are not watching from the UK, you will join us from 9 p.m. You get used to it, don't worry. It is usually that confusing at first, and a lot of people feels like, I didn't know that. Why would I miss that? Well, now you do. You won't really miss it. It's just going to be disappointing that you're going to end up joining in the middle or something like that, but don't worry. So thank you to all of you who come to the the session tonight. I do appreciate that you have kept faith. I have delivered the first part. Now, I told you something from the beginning of the broadcast when I was telling you sharing the story of SIM card and with a Wike, the Ikwere Obiakpo Little Hitler. I said that I am telling you all of this to bring them back to all of you as a full package. Is not the real story or the real reason why you are listening. What you should remember is this. Some things are about to happen. And as the fish will start rotting from the head, like those who have waited for Supreme Court days or election, that and the rest, me, I used to say to everybody that we will not see the end of this criminal and the criminal gang who has taken over Nigeria and divided Nigeria until they are done self-destructing. They will destroy themselves by themselves. Unfortunately, that right now, the society or the citizens are not so, ready to take advantage of all of this available, all these available loopholes. We haven't used them because they still have a very strong hold on majority of the people, which has placed or put them in a position of doubt. Are you sure? No, I don't think. Are you sure that is right? Are you sure we can do? No, I don't think I want to. You know what I mean? Like unsure citizens, but they will be sure. They will make you make up your mind on what Mayegun has been saying. It is not because I want Nigeria to break that will break Nigeria. It is not just because you want Nigeria to break peacefully so that everybody can actually, like we can start all over and build ourselves according to our own dreams from our different regions. So to say, no, it's not just our wishes that will make that happen. It is the actions of these criminals that would make that happen. The more they fail, which, like I told you, them failing, is not because we wishes it. It is because Nigeria is set up in a way to fail. The beneficiaries of the failed country, they will continue to do everything to keep it that way. It is beneficial to them until the victims of that contraption. Contraption means those of us who are trapped in this Nigeria, until we boldly all says we are done and we don't want this anymore. The beneficiary of the rot, they will keep it that way. Now, it is their actions that will compel you to take a position. And when you take a position and take a stand, they will likely be the stand that Mayegun has been advising all of us all this while. Break up Nigeria to save lives. You will be saving the lives of your loved ones. You'll be saving the lives of those who are from your patriots, from these ruiners that they call rulers, from these looters that you call leaders, or these dealers that you call leaders. Yeah, they will make you make that happen. As for me, I will remain your conscience that will continue to give you reasons why Nigeria will never work. Not because you don't want it to, not because I don't want it to, but you see the elements that are benefiting from a non-working Nigeria, they are not going to give up until you stop being brainwashed, conditioned to believe that you can't fight. One day you are going to agree that you are capable of fighting. Until that day, I am going to be your conscience that will keep reminding you, if you do nothing, nothing will happen. And as for any Messiah coming, I'm sorry to break your heart, darling. Darling, there is no Messiah coming. We will be our own Messiah, or we would all perish in our own ignorance and selfishness. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk today. I will see you some other time, but don't leave without dropping your offering. Like the broadcast, share it, subscribe. What do you have to lose? Absolutely nothing. And what do you have to gain? A lot. A lot. And I will see you some other time. So stay safe and good night.
Mayegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò.
Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1.
Mayegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò.
Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1.
Mayegun ti dé o ọ̀rẹ́ ará ìlú.
Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1.
Lórí Facebook lórí YouTube.
Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1.
Gbogbo bó ṣe ń lọ ni Mayegun já wa sí.
Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1.
Àṣírí ọ̀jẹ̀lú kì í bò níbẹ̀ o.
Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1.
Bó bá ṣe eré àní Mayegun máa wí.
Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1.
Ó sì tún ṣe eré wàá gbọ́ níbẹ̀ o.
Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1.
Mayegun Diary political.
Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1.
Godfatherism kò sí lọ́rọ̀ Mayegun.
Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1.
Ẹ farabalẹ̀ sẹ́ o kẹgọ́rọ̀ lẹ́nu.
Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1.
Àní Mayegun làwa mọ̀ tó dòdòdò.
Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé. Mayegun ti dé.
Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Lórí Facebook.
Mayegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Lórí YouTube.
Mayegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Bọ́ bàbá gbé wúrẹ́.
Mayegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Ijó ìgbádìyẹ.
Mayegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Prẹ̀sìdó bá rúfin o.
Mayegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Kí gómìnà kówó jẹ.
Mayegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Ọlọ́pàá tí ń gba rìbá.
Mayegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Aṣòfin tí ń rúfin o.
Mayegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Òpùrọ́ olóṣèlú.
Mayegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Mayegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran o.
Mayegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ o, Mayegun ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀. Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀, Mayegun ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀. Oníkan ṣáàtì ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, fáwọn ará ìlú tó gbé wọn débẹ̀ o.
Mayegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
ha kì máa yí ṣeré ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣẹ̀fẹ̀ kì máa yí ṣeré ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣẹ̀fẹ̀ ẹni bá ti lè lẹ́bọ̀ lẹ́rù o ọmọ bá dèrò kàṣà ìtú wọn síta.
Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kí. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kí. ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
tẹnitẹni ọmọ Máyégún ọ̀rẹ́ ara ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni mo fọlọ́hún sọ ẹ̀ bá kìlẹ́bù lóòótọ́ olódodo ìlú ọ̀tá ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni ìwọ ṣá máa ń ṣọ́ra kò sì mọ́ bẹ̀rù bọ́tà ń lè rí bóníṣègùn lé káwọn mọ̀mọ́ fi ṣera wọn ni ó ti dẹrùn tí wọn ò gbọ́dọ̀ sì mọ́ bẹ̀. èèpo ọ̀bọ lọmọ bá dérò tàjẹ́ ò gbọ́dọ̀ jẹ́ ó ti dọba lórí àbínú ẹni kò sì mọ́ bùyà àìsíwọ̀lú ní ẹnìkẹ́ ìgbódì ẹyin lábàrá o ó kó ẹni tó bá dán o àkàmù. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ túnra kì. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ túnra kì o ẹni bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dèrò òní fi wọ́n níran o.
Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kí. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kí. ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.